Good morning students. Today we start a new chapter that is known as measures of central tendency. This chapter is also very important chapter because in board examination one question of 6 marks is this chapter have. So today we study a new chapter that is measures of central tendency. What is central tendency? Central tendency is a single value. Central tendency is a single value that is used to describe the center of the data is called central tendency. So, central tendency is the single value. Central tendency is the single value that is used to describe the center of the data is called central tendency. Here the center of the data, it means we can also write mid-term. Suppose we want to find out central tendency, it means center of the data. Suppose we have 3.5, 3.1, 3.3, 3.2, 3.4. We want to find out central tendency of the data. Given data is 3.5, 3.1, 3.3, 3.2, 3.4. So we get center is 3.3. Center is 3.3. Why? Because if we write in ascending order 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5. So this is the center value. This is the center value. It means this is the center. So central tendency is the single value. This is single value. Central tendency is a single value that is used to describe the center. That is used to describe the center of the data is called central tendency. Okay. Then parts of central tendency and average. Measures of central tendency means finding central tendency. Measures of central tendency, it means the method which we use to find the central tendency is called measures of central tendency. Next topic is parts of central tendency and average. Average you know very well. Average and central tendency. Average is also known as arithmetic mean. Average is also known as arithmetic mean. Average is equal to sum of all observations upon divide by number of observations. Okay. Suppose if we want to find out average of numbers, average of 2, 4, 6, 8. We want to find out average of 4 numbers, then we get sum 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 divided by number of observations. Number of observations are 4. So 20 upon 4 is equal to 5. 5 is the average. 5 is the average. Parts of central tendency and average. So first is mathematical average. First is known as mathematical average. First is known as mathematical average. Mathematical average have 3 parts. Mathematical average have 3 types: arithmetic mean or average. Arithmetic mean is also known as average. Second, geometric mean, and third is harmonic mean. Similarly, second type is average of position. Average of position, इसमें अपन average find करते हैं according to position. Okay, so average of position, first is median and second is mode. In yours according to class 10 syllabus we study first arithmetic mean, second median and third mode. Okay, so we study first is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is also known as average, in short form AM. Arithmetic mean in short form we write AM. Arithmetic mean is also known as average. So formula of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observation. Sum of observations divided by number of observation. Number of observation. Arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observations upon divided by number of observations. Arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observations divided by number of observations. If x1, x2, xn are observations, then arithmetic mean is equal to x1 plus x2 plus xn divided by n. If x1, x2, xn are the observations and n is the number of observation, n is the number of observation, then if x1, x2, x3, xn are the observations and n is the number of observations, then arithmetic mean is equal to x1 plus x2 to xn divided by n. क्लियर? तो कोई भी ऑब्जर्वेशंस गिवन है, ऑब्जर्वेशंस को अपन डेटास भी बोल सकते हैं. तो जो ऑब्जर्वेशंस गिवन है उनका अपन सम करेंगे और डिवाइड करेंगे जितने नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस हैं. सपोज अपने पास 5 ऑब्जर्वेशंस गिवन है तो अपन क्या करेंगे, सम ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस डिवाइड बाई 5. ओके, सो अर्थमेटिक मीन इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस डिवाइड बाई नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन. इन शॉर्ट फॉर्म वी कैन आल्सो राइट इन शॉर्ट फॉर्म sigma xi divided by n. Sigma, it means this is the symbol for sum. Sigma xi divided by n. This is in the form of formula form, arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observations divided by number of observations. Arithmetic mean is also known as average and in short form arithmetic mean. Now we start exercise 17.1. Exercise 17.5, exercise 17.1 is the related to arithmetic mean and average. Question number first. If marks obtained by 10 students of a class in mathematics are, then find arithmetic mean. Very simple question. In this question, marks of 10 students in a class in mathematics subjects are given. We want to find out arithmetic mean. We know that arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observation upon number of observations is equal to, here observations it means marks, 52 plus 75 plus 40 plus 70 plus 43 plus 40 plus 65 plus 35 plus 48 plus 52 divided by number of students. How many students? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 स्टूडेंट्स के मार्क्स हैं ये, उनका अपने को अर्थमेटिक मीन फाइंड करना है. सो वी डिवाइड बाई 10. वी डिवाइड बाई 10. हियर नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस आर 10. We get here sum is 520 divided by 10, we get 52. 52 is the arithmetic mean. So we can easily find out arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observations upon number of observations. Clear? Okay. Same as part second. Same to same part second you can easily solve at your home. Now question number third. Question number third is, if arithmetic mean of numbers 3 4 8 5 x 3 2 1 is 4, then find the value of x. In this question arithmetic mean is already given. Arithmetic mean is already given. We use again, we know that arithmetic mean is sigma xi upon n. That is, in this question arithmetic mean is given. How many? Arithmetic mean is 4. How many? 4. And number of observations, it means 3 plus 4 plus 8 plus 5 plus x plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by number of observations 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Number of observations are 8. So we divide by 8. In this question 8 observations are given and arithmetic mean is 4 given. We want to find out value of x. That is, by cross multiply 4 8 ja 32. 32 is equal to 4 plus 3 7 8 15 20 26. 26 plus x. That is, x is equal to 32 minus 26 is equal to 6. So value of x is equal to 6. In this question arithmetic mean is given, that is 4, and we want to find out value of x. Number of observations are 8, so we divide by 8. X is equal to 6. Clear? Then question number 4. Question number 4 is also very simple question. Run scored by a cricketer in 10 innings. Find the average of run scores. Average is also known as arithmetic mean. So question number 4 is also very simple question. You can solve by same method. Question number 1. Now fifth question. Question number 5 is, calculate the arithmetic mean of the following marks obtained by 10 students in monthly exam. How many students? 10 students in monthly exam. So this is also very simple question. We use again arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is divided by x bar. X bar is equal to sigma xi upon n. Here number of observations. How many number of observations? 10. And observations are 30 plus 28 plus 32 plus 12 plus 18 plus 20 plus 25 plus 15 plus 26 plus 14 divided by number of observations are 10. We get sum is 220. 220 divided by 10 is equal to 22. So arithmetic mean of marks. Arithmetic mean of the marks is 22. This is question number 5th. So these are very simple questions, you can solve easily. Then next question number 6. Question number 6, number of books are given. Number of books are given to students from a library of school in 10 days. Find the average number of books. Very simple question, you can easily solve at your home. Question number 6 have same method. Now question number 7. Question number 7 is the average weight of 25 students of section A. Average weight of 25 students of section A. Average weight of 25 students of section A is 51 kilogram. How many? 51 kilogram. So total weight of 25 students of section A is equal to 51 multiply 25. एवरेज वेट ऑफ 25 स्टूडेंट्स का जो एवरेज वेट है वो कितना है? 51 किलोग्राम है. सो टोटल वेट 51 मल्टीप्लाई 25 इज इक्वल टू 1275 किलोग्राम. सेक्शन ए के 25 स्टूडेंट्स का एवरेज वेट गिवन है 51 किलोग्राम. So total weight of 25 students is equal to 51 into 25, that is 1275 kilogram. Similarly, because average weight of 35 students of section B, how many? 54 kilogram. 54 kilogram. So total weight of 35 students of section B is equal to how many students? 35, and average weight is 54. We get 1890 kilogram. In this question we want to find the average weight of 60 students of this class. Total weight of 60 students. Total weight of 60 students is equal to 1275 plus 1890 is equal to 3165 kilogram. Okay, we want to find out average. Average weight of 60 student is equal to total weight of total weight of 60 student divided by 60 is equal to 3165 divided by 60, because total weight of 60 student is 3165 divided by 60 is equal to 52.75 kilogram. This is the average weight of 60 students. In this question, what is given? Section A have 25 students, their average weight is 51 kilogram. Section B have 35 students, their average weight is 54 kilogram. We want to find out average weight of section A and B both. It means average weight of 60 students. So first we find out total weight of 60 student. Total weight of 60 student is that 1275 plus 1890, that is 3165 kilogram. So for finding average weight, we divide total weight by 60, we get 52.75 kilogram. Clear? So this is the question number 7. Then question number 8. Question number 8 is the average of 5 numbers is 18. Average of 5 numbers is 18. If one number is removed, then average becomes 16. The average of 5 numbers is equal to 18. Average of 5 numbers is equal to 18. So total of 5 numbers is equal to 5 into 18 is equal to 90. 5 numbers का एवरेज कितना है? 18 है. इट मीन्स 5 नंबर्स का जो टोटल होगा वो कितना होगा? 5 into 18 is equal to 90. If one number is removed, if one number is removed, then average becomes 16. After one number is removed, then weight of 4 numbers is equal to, after one number is removed, then average weight of 4 numbers becomes 16. After one number is removed, then total weight, okay, then average weight of 4 numbers is becomes 16. So after one number is removed, then total weight of 4 numbers is equal to 4 into 16 is equal to 64. एक नंबर रिमूव होने के बाद में अपने पास 4 नंबर बच रहे हैं. 4 नंबर्स का जो एवरेज वेट है वो 16 है. तो 4 नंबर्स का जो टोटल वेट होगा वो कितना होगा? 64 होगा. ओके, वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट रिमूव नंबर. रिमूव नंबर इज इक्वल टू total weight of 5 numbers minus total weight of 4 numbers, that is 26. So remove number is 26. This is question number 8. Now question number 9. Question number 9 is the average of 30 number is 24. If 3 is added to each number, what will be the change in new mean? This is very simple question, you can solve easily, because in this question average of 30 number is 24. If we add 3 of each number, then new mean is 24 plus 3 is equal to 27. 24 plus 3 is equal to 27. Okay. Then question number 10. In a school, average monthly salary of 5 employees is rupees 3000. Average monthly salary. Average monthly salary of 5 employees is rupees 3000 after retirement of one employee. Average monthly salary is becomes rupees 3200. Rupees 3200. So question number 10, what is given? एवरेज मंथली सैलरी, एवरेज मंथली सैलरी ऑफ 5 एम्प्लॉय is equal to rupees 3000, because average monthly salary of 5 employees is rupees 3000. So total monthly salary of 5 employees is equal to 3000 multiply 5 is equal to rupees 15,000, rupees 15,000 after retirement of one employee. After retirement of one employee, average monthly salary of remaining becomes rupees 3,200. After retirement of one employee, average monthly salary is equal to rupees 3,200. So after retirement of one employee, total monthly salary is equal to, after retirement one employee, total 5 employees, after retirement one employee, remain 4 employees. So 4 multiply 3,200, that is rupees 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12, rupees 12,800. Okay. What was the salary of retired employee at the time of retirement? The salary of retired employee. The salary of retired employee at the time of retirement is equal to total salary of 5 employees minus total salary of 4 employees is equal to rupees 15,000 minus rupees 12,800. Salary of retired employee at the time of retirement. Salary of retired employee at the time of retirement is equal to total salary of 5 employees minus total salary of 4 employees, that is rupees 15,000 minus rupees 12,800 is equal to rupees 2,200. This is the salary of retired employee at the time of retirement. So in this question, what is given? Average monthly salary of 5 employees is rupees 3,000. 5 employees की जो एवरेज सैलरी है वो कितनी है? 3000. उसके बाद में क्या हुआ? आफ्टर सम टाइम 1 person is retired. Okay. Then after retirement of 1 employee, average monthly salary is rupees 3,200. 1 person रिटायरमेंट होने के बाद में जो एवरेज मंथली सैलरी है वो रुपीज़ 3,200 है. तो इससे अपने पास टोटल मंथली सैलरी आ जाएगी 4 multiply 3,200 इज इक्वल टू रुपीज़ 12,800. ओके. Similarly, average monthly salary of 5 employees is rupees 3,000. So we get total monthly salary of 5 employees is 3000 multiply 5, that is we get rupees 15,000. तो इस क्वेश्चन के अंदर अपने पास 5 एम्प्लॉयज़ की एवरेज सैलरी गिवन है और 1 पर्सन रिटायरमेंट होने के बाद में 4 एम्प्लॉयज़ की एवरेज सैलरी गिवन है। तो एवरेज सैलरी से अपन क्या फाइंड करेंगे, टोटल सैलरी। पहले अपन टोटल सैलरी ऑफ 5 एम्प्लॉयज़ की फाइंड की अपने रुपीज़ 15,000 आ गई। उसके बाद में 1 एम्प्लॉय रिटायरमेंट होने के बाद में 4 जो एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं उनकी एवरेज सैलरी है रुपीज़ 3,200। तो इस एवरेज सैलरी से अपन उनकी टोटल सैलरी फाइंड करेंगे 4 एम्प्लॉयज़ की। तो सो टोटल सैलरी ऑफ 4 एम्प्लॉयज़ 4 मल्टीप्लाई 3,200 वी गेट रुपीज़ 12,800। नाउ द सैलरी ऑफ रिटायर्ड एम्प्लॉय एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट, जो एम्प्लॉय रिटायर्ड हुआ है उसकी उसकी जो सैलरी होगी कब, टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट इज इक्वल टू टोटल सैलरी ऑफ 5 एम्प्लॉयज़ माइनस टोटल सैलरी ऑफ 4 एम्प्लॉयज़। टोटल सैलरी ऑफ 5 एम्प्लॉयज़ इज रुपीज़ 15,000 and total salary of 4 employees is rupees 12,800, we get rupees 2,200. okay, clear? So we use this method to finding salary of retired employee at the time of retirement. So this is the last question of this exercise. Students, remain questions you solve. These all questions are very simple questions, you can easily solve all questions. Today we start new chapter, measures of central tendency. In measures of central tendency we use only 3 methods. First is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is also known as average. Second is median and third is mode. तो जो अपना चैप्टर है मेजर्स ऑफ सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी, इसमें से बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में 1 क्वेश्चन आता है, तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से करना है, इनको हर एक मेथड क्लियर रखना है। मीन, मीडियन एंड मोड, तीनों को कैसे फाइंड करते हैं अपन वो बिल्कुल अच्छे से आपको क्लियर रखना है। 6 मार्क्स का एक बिग क्वेश्चन आता है जो कि बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चंस हैं, बस आपको क्या करना है, कैलकुलेशन करते समय थोड़ा ध्यान रखना है, कैलकुलेशन में कोई मिस्टेक नहीं होनी चाहिए। इसके अलावा आपको फॉर्मूले भी लर्न होने चाहिए। अभी तो आपके पास अर्थमेटिक मीन का फर्स्ट फार्मूला है, उसके बाद में सेकंड, थर्ड फार्मूला होगा, उसके बाद में मीडियन के भी ऐसे ही अपने पास 2 फार्मूले हैं और उसके बाद में मोड, समझ गए? तो ऐसे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है। इसके अलावा जो चैप्टर्स कंप्लीट हो गए हैं उनके भी आप कंप्लीट क्वेश्चन सोल्व कर रहे होंगे। कुछ स्टूडेंट्स जिनको प्रॉब्लम्स है वो मेरे से क्वेश्चन पूछ भी रहे हैं, व्हाट्सअप कर रहे हैं, मैं उन सोल्व करके भेज भी रहा हूँ। तो सभी को जो भी चैप्टर्स कंप्लीट हो गए उनके सब क्वेश्चंस आपको सोल्व करने हैं। और इसके अलावा जैसे जैसे टाइम मिल रहा है वैसे आप होमवर्क में भी उनको, होमवर्क कॉपी में भी आपको करना है। ओके, तो जब भी ऑफलाइन क्लासेज स्टार्ट होंगी उस समय आपकी होमवर्क कॉपीज़ भी चेक की जाएंगी। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि बिल्कुल ही अपन ने तो छोड़ ही रखा है कि चलो बाद में देखा जाएगा। अपने माइंड से ही निकाल देना कि आपकी रेगुलर क्लास से नहीं लगेंगी या आपकी बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम नहीं लगेगी। बिल्कुल 100% आपकी एग्ज़ाम लगेंगी। हो सकता है आपका जो सिलेबस है उसमें से आपको थोड़ा बहुत रिलैक्स मिल जाए, इट मीन्स कम हो जाए थोड़ा बहुत सिलेबस, 30%, 20%, 40%, जो भी डिसाइड होगा वो बोर्ड के द्वारा डिसाइड होगा। बट अभी अपने पास कंप्लीट 100% सिलेबस है जिसको अपने को करना है। तो आप बिल्कुल साथ के साथ आप सभी चैप्टर्स, कई स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं जो बाद के अंदर ज्वाइन हुए हैं, तो उनके लिए भी यही है कि अभी जो चैप्टर्स क्लास यहाँ पे चल रही है उनके साथ के साथ सोल्व करो। और बाकी जो पीछे भी आपके यदि कोई चैप्टर है रह गया है बिना सोल्व किए तो आप उसको भी सोल्व करो। और उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है, कोई डाउट है, वो आप मुझसे कॉल भी कर सकते हो और व्हाट्सएप भी कर सकते हो। क्लियर? ओके, थैंक्स।